This is what the inside of my knee looks like right now. Every kick I've thrown for 30 years took a little piece out of it. And for 30 years, it stood up fine, until it didn't. 3 months ago, I had knee surgery on my left leg. When the surgeon went in, he said the damage was worse than he expected. My entire lateral meniscus had to come out. But this isn't a video about the surgery. It's a different question. It's how. How did my knee just wear out like that? And if you've been kicking the way I have, for as long as I have, you might want to hear this, because I think I know what did it. These are photos from my surgery. Your knee's got two of these little cushions called meniscus. This is my medial one. It sits on the inside of my left knee. This is what a meniscus is supposed to look like. It looks almost perfect to me. This one was my lateral meniscus, torn to shreds, unrecognizable. It couldn't be saved. So the surgeon cleaned it all out. There's now a hole where my main shock absorber used to be. So how did this happen? It wasn't one big moment, but thousands of small ones. Wear and tear stacking up over a lifetime. So here's my theory. I'm an old school fighter. Low stances, rear leg kicks, and I'm right-footed. So when I throw a roundhouse kick, I kick with this leg, but don't watch my kicking leg. Watch the leg I'm standing on. Every time I throw a roundhouse kick, it plants, it twists under my whole body weight. And here, right here, is where my meniscus used to be. I've been doing that same movement, that same twist for 30 years. How many kicks is that? Tens of thousands, easily. And I didn't throw it evenly. I never really paid attention before, but the right leg roundhouse was my go-to. My last competition, first round, every time I scored, it was the same kick, same leg, every time. I've got rounds of footage like this going back 20 years. The same twist, over and over, because it worked. So I took my theory to Steve. Steve is the lead physio for Melbourne United, the NBL basketball club. Steve looks at elite athletes' knees for a living. He told me that my knee looks a lot like a retired basketball player's knee. Every jump those guys land shears a little bit of bone off, year after year, until there's a pattern you can recognize. When he looked at my knee, he said that jumping, twisting, and landing on the same leg for 30 years does the same thing. This was the first time someone with that kind of background told me that my theory might actually hold up. Might. Because here's the honest part. Nobody can tell me for certain what caused this. My first physio said that my theory was plausible, but might not be the only reason. If you've been kicking the way I have, for as long as I have, has this happened to you? And were you able to come back from it? And there's one more thing that I keep trying not to think about. It's my right knee, the leg I can still kick with. It's also had 30 years of impact. I've never had it scanned, and I'm not sure I want to. And what I do know is this. The way that I've been training, the way I loved training, had a cost. I just couldn't see it all adding up while it was happening. Which leaves me with a question I can't answer yet. I've been kicking the same way since I was 13. It isn't just how I train, it's kind of who I am. An important part of me is missing, but I'm still standing. What I want to find out is, can I keep kicking?